Hey, it's Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs. Come on in and say hi. We are gonna look at the October box today, and we're gonna make an interchangeable sign for your tier trays, which is really a lot of fun. It's something my JCC women have seen, but they asked me to put it in the shop, and so I'm gonna put it in the shop so that you guys can make it too. And we're gonna make it so that you can use it with a printable. Well, hey Renee, say hi. Come on in. Let me know where you're watching from. I know Renee, are you guys at home today? What are you up to? And guys, sprinkle this out. I would love to see lots of sprinkles. I would love to see more people come and craft with us. You know, like we do such fun stuff here, and I would just love to get more people here. So, you know what? I was in my pajamas, and we'll get started in a minute, but I'm just waiting for everybody to come in. But I was in my pajamas until, I don't know, 45 minutes ago. And I got dressed, I put this on, and I work in my pajamas a lot. In fact, I was in my Christmas pajamas. And I got dressed because I love this tee from Cotton Chaos. It's in there. I get their subscription, and I put this on, and then it occurred to me that, you know what? I think I wore this last week. So I don't know. If I had this on last Friday, I apologize. So it's good to see y'all here. Hey guys. Hey Carrie. Thank you, Mary Beth. So Mary Beth's watching on YouTube. You guys, I do have a YouTube channel. I stream all of my lives there, and I have some tutorials that I've put there, and my hope is to get some more tutorials up there. If you haven't been over there, I did a lot of door hangers and fun stuff like that. So go check that out. It's a lot of fun. So let's say hi to everybody. And then we are going to look at the October box first, and then we are going to make something fun. And I'm really excited to show it to you. So let's see who's here. Hey, Karen, let's say. See, Renee's here. Hey, Renee. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Janet. Hey, Tammy. Hey there, Carrie. Oh, Miss Mary Beth's over on YouTube. Hey, Lisa. North Idaho. What's it like up there? Oh, Kentucky's got the falling leaves. You know what, Sarah? It's beautiful here, too. It is really gorgeous. Hey, Karen. We got Tammy from Oklahoma, and Amelia's here. It's good to see y'all. It's so good to see you. And yeah, I love the leaves. So let's just hop into the box. I'm going to show you guys this month's box, and then I'll show you what we crafted, and then we're going to make a fun interchangeable sign. And all of you guys that already have this interchangeable sign, if you're in the JCC, you already have it, and you're going to be so excited when I tell you what we're going to do. Hey, Juanita. So if you've never seen it before, this is the Joyful Crafting Club box. Oh, hey, Shaylin. This is my friend Shaylin from Tea Crate. Hey, girl. Biz buddies. We talk business on a regular basis. Hey, Cindy. So this is what the Joyful Crafting Club box looks like. You open it up, and there's a QR code that you can scan and get to photos and links to the tutorials, just a little PDF for you to access. But inside the box, we have 5 to 6 items every month, and the signs are shrink wrapped, and they're wood cutouts. And then inside of the box, I see your question, Carrie. I'm going to come back to it when I get done with this. But inside the box are I have short video tutorials that show you my method for painting a tier tray sign quickly and efficiently. If you painted each sign with that's one thing, but I teach you how to do it quickly and efficiently. So it's not really, you're painting in stages. I'll just say it like that. So it makes it go a lot quicker. So this month we had this really cute sign that says gather. We had a 5-inch round that said thankful. We had this turkey. I mean, look how gorgeous this turkey is. We had what I think was the fun part of the box. I'm going to show this to you if you haven't seen it before. Every month since we've started, we've made a bead garland. And some of the ladies were asking for, because the beads are they're not hard to paint, but they're a little more time consuming to paint because you have to paint them and then string them to make the garland. And it probably is the longest part. And so some of the ladies asked for a different option. They wanted something a little less time intensive in the box. So I came up with this interchangeable garland. And Linda Waddy, she's a JCC lady, and she's the one who was like, hey, what about this? And so I did some research and some testing, and I can't wait to show you what we did with this. So an interchangeable bead garland, meaning you make the bead garland, and then every month you're going to be able to change out the tag. So you can paint your beads neutral, and then they get to change out the tag. And so they are super excited. I don't think everyone understood at first that's what it was, but after a while they got it. And then we have a choice every month. So some ladies get what's called the deluxe box, and they get both choices, and some ladies choose. But this month the choice, and they get one of these. So this month the choice was either a cutting board or this is a tray. And so they got one of these or both, depending on which box they choose. So super excited about that. They get sign stands, and then we have printables in the box so that they can make 1 or 2 more signs depending on the month. And this is what we're going to use today. I had a printable for their bead garland tag. Sometimes it's just a shape, but this time it had a saying on it, and I'll show that to you. If there's any embellishments, I put them in the box. This month we had a lot of wood because the tray was so gorgeous and so ornate, and it didn't need a lot of extra embellishments, but I have a ribbon for the bead garland, and then I give them a label for the box. So let me open this so I can show you. It's a 4-inch by 1.5-inch label, and then you can put it on the outside of your box when you're done, because all these signs can be stored inside of this box. And you can put the label on the side, and then you can tell exactly what's in it. You can pop it on your shelf in a tub. So this is the label so that they know, and they can just put it here and store it. So that's what's in the box. And let me show you what the signs look like when they're done. And they are gorgeous, y'all. I mean, really, really, I just fell in love with this tray and the shapes and the style of it, and we went really natural and classic. Of course, that's what I did, and that's what I showed them. They can do whatever they want, but I'll show you the signs when they're done. So here is the turkey, and we used like a light color, like a creamy white, and then we went with more of a natural turkey. And so that's the turkey. How beautiful is the turkey? This is the sign that says gather, just a little decorative sign with a cream pumpkin. And I just I love this sign. And then this one says thankful. And it says beautiful details with the wheat. I can never tell which way I'm turning it. See the wheat and how pretty that is. And then these are our choices: the cutting board or the tray. Really pretty, right? Isn't that gorgeous? And then this was the bead garland. See how pretty this is? So I actually painted the beads. I showed them how to paint the beads, put the garland on, or this is a tassel. Words are a problem. I put the tassel on, and then I'll show you how this works. So you just tie it on. These floodlights are really bright. I mean, there is on the end of this, there's like a little ring that they can attach the ribbon to, right? And so then you just put that through here and tie it. And then next month they'll get another tag, a different tag, and new ribbon or jute or whatever I decide we're going to tie it on with. And then they just tie it on here, and they don't have to make the whole bead garland. I mean, I love a white bead garland or a neutral bead garland anyway with your tier trays. So, Deb, didn't you get a box? I thought, did you not get the box this month? You said, I mean, you want another one? Tell me what's going, because I'm going to have to check and see. I thought you got a box this month. No? Make sure that I know. Oh, you did. You want another. Oh, you want an extra tray. You want this tray. Got it. Got it. Okay. I was confused. I was like, okay, yes. Girl, I should. I'll look. Yeah. I'll check. I didn't have as many extras as I did the month before, but I don't have any extra finished ones. Oh, I might have it. Some. I'll let you know. I should. I usually cut extras just in case like something goes wrong, something goes missing. So then you just tie this into a bow. Hey, Penny, and then you're good to go. Okay. Okay, so what Deb's saying is, so she was new, and a lot of, maybe I should, but a lot of times the deluxe option to get both choices came about, not because it was my idea, but because the ladies in the group were like, well, we want both choices. And I didn't really think it never occurred to me that they would want both choices. But that's how the deluxe box, there's a little more to it. Like over time, we just came up with an option that if they knew they always wanted both and they didn't want to think about it, then they could get the deluxe box. So, and a lot of times I feel like that's a lot of information if you're new. So I don't usually go through all of that if you're new, but, and then see, I just tied that back on. So see how easy that is. So it's going to be so fun because next month you're just going to put one piece on. So if you are watching and you're not in the JCC and you want some info, I have a phrase up in the top. I think it's Joyful Crafting Fix. If you put that, I'll DM you some more info about the club if you're interested. So I don't think I said it, but if you're new here, let us know. We love to give you a warm welcome. And if you're watching on the replay, make sure you drop #replay so that we can say hi. Okay, sorry, my lips are dry. So let me answer some questions and we'll start crafting. Deb says she is in love with the club. Oh, I am so glad. You know what? I try really hard to come up with fun ideas and things that are going to make your home more beautiful. And I really think that it's tier trays are great for women. I mean, they're great for women who are like really great at decorating. But like, I'm not someone who is. I don't have that natural touch. I'm not really good at decorating. I struggle with it, honestly. I love to craft. I've been crafting for a long time. So I love to craft, but maybe I'm just don't feel like I'm a great decorator. But when I found tier trays, I was like, that was my solution, to have that like one place in my house that looks really beautiful and that makes me smile when I walk past it. And then it's kind of spilled over into other areas in our house. Joe came in the living room the other day. He was like, oh man, this looks really pretty in here. So it kind of spills over, I think, eventually. It's taken me a long time for things to spill over, but it's a lot of fun. And it is really the best group of ladies. Oh, Tammy said, so, Cindy says she loves it. And Sarah, you're so sweet. You're great. And we all feel so welcome and loved. I hope y'all do, because I do love y'all. I really do. And Tammy says she's new to this group. We're glad you're here, Tammy. We are glad you're here. Let us know if you have any questions, because they're just such great women. They're such great women. So let's get into the crafting. And I think you guys are going to be excited about this. I have to add my other camera in. The kids are home today. It is a fun group, and I think that it's it's an easy group to feel like you are home. You know, the ladies are fun. I'm gonna fix my camera. It's janky. Hold on. Why is it doing this? What, sweetie? It's interesting. I
haven't done my downtime yet.
Okay, honey, isn't your dad here?
No, we took the dogs on a walk.
Oh, they had to go potty. I'm busy. Go. No, I'm working, baby. We're not going to do that right now.
No, I haven't done it yet.
Well, I love you, and we'll
I'll
talk
just
about
go
it later.
after that.
Okay. All right. So, a little janky, but we're going to go with it. Need a fancy camera setup. All right. So, hey, Karen. So, I'm going to put these up here so people can see them while we're crafting just for fun. Okay. So, maybe they can. Who knows? Okay. So, a lot of you guys are familiar with this sign. Some of you guys aren't. I'll show it what it looks like when it's finished. This is an interchangeable sign. It's 5.25 inches, so it's perfect for a tier tray. They're not too big, which means that it's perfect for putting on one of those shelves. Eventually, if you guys are interested, I can make them bigger, but I wanted to start with the tier tray because that's really what we do the most of. I'm going to show you something really fun. The first thing we're going to do is paint this, okay? And this is a quick and simple one, guys. I'm going to do this one in brown because my other one's black. And I'm going to use my very favorite decor wax, okay? And I'm just going to rub it in. Yeah, the kids are on, what is that called? Fall break. And they are, hold on, I'm just going to grab my, my paint papers. Hold on one second. They're right over here. I need to put them in my dream cart. I keep forgetting to put a stack of these in my dream cart. Okay, so this is decor wax if you're not familiar with it. When you guys see how quick and simple and how good this looks, you're gonna just be like, oh my gosh. So this is decor wax if you're not familiar with it. You can use it for a lot of different things. We use it a lot to distress our work, make it look a little aged, antique it a little bit, but I also use it as a pseudo stain. Stain is stinky and messy, and it requires a little more effort. It's beautiful. It's also costly. Just a small can can be, $8. And while I love staining wood, I think this is a really good solution for people who aren't familiar with how to use stain. Okay. So this little frame has these little hash marks on it, or like, so that it kind of looks like it's 4 pieces. All right. It just kind of looks like it's 4 separate pieces that were put together, but it's really just one, which makes it so easy for you. I'm using the scoring and piercing tool to get my stain or my decor wax out of there. Hey Tammy, hey Trish, how are you? So we're just gonna, and then you can put another coat on this and darken it up a little bit. So, and that's what this brown is on all these signs. It's all decor wax. Okay. So yeah, it's a fun group. And my whole goal with the Joyful Crafting Club is to make sure that they have something that they can use and display. And then on Tuesday, it'll actually be Tuesday afternoon because Joe's out of town next week. So y'all pray for me because it's going to be rough while he's gone. But we style the tray, and the ladies are really good at styling the tray on their own too, but just depending on how long they've been doing it. But I always share like my ideas, and they can use mine. They can share their ideas, and we always just kind of learn together. So I'm really not going to do anything else today. I'm just going to let this, it dries pretty quickly. I'm going to let this dry for a minute. And while this is drying, I'm going to bring out, let's put this on. Let's put the back part on. Hey, Donna, how are you? So this is the stand, and this little back part kind of mimics like a metal one you would get at the store, right? With a kickstand on it. And so the way that I do these is I take like a pen, just so that I've got it in the right place. So you kind of line this up here because you want it to kind of close flat, right? And you put this over it because this is where it's going to go. Does that make sense? And then I just kind of put marks. No one's going to see the back. You don't have to do this, but I do. No one's going to see it. And then this is where I glue that down. And okay, that's how I figure that out. It's a very fancy method. Now, for the back of this, I'm just getting a spray box in my E600. I would recommend either Loctite or E600. If you use E600, I would use it with a spray glue unless you have time to let it sit, because the E600 takes a long time to dry. It just really does. Let me move my multiple beverages. Okay, so I'm going to spray this. And I know a lot of you guys have put this together, but I'm doing this for the people who haven't seen it yet. So you put this here on the back, okay? Let me put a little E600 there. So Tammy said she took her sister to another doctor's appointment. Oh, she's going to have surgery because they have something on her thyroid. Oh, she just can't catch a break. Is that the same sister? If you're not familiar with E600, like it's super, it's thick, and it does take quite a while to set up. But I find that if I use it with Gorilla Glue, the Gorilla Glue spray adhesive will adhere enough to let, and then this just dries when it holds it in place until the Gorilla Glue dries all the way. It still holds it in place afterward, but, and then I have to put this in. So these are the little, I don't know. They hold this in place. I don't know what they're called, but they just hold this in place. They're just like little holders. We're just going to call them holders. And I'm going to squirt a little E600 here. And it's messy. The Loctite is more precise and it's a whole lot easier for this, but I'm out of Loctite. So we're going to improvise, friends. Okay, so I'm going to push this down. Guys, I'll have this up on the website tonight. I tried to get it up before, but the dog started throwing up. Okay, good. So I'm going to put this one in, this side, and hold it. I'm going to pop this in this side. Okay. And then this we're just going to set it aside and let it dry. Okay. And it will, I might see if I have something heavy I can put on top of it. But now the fun part, while that's all drying, we are going to Mod Podge our 4x4 on here. And then watch. We're just going to use it to pop in our frame. And then if you don't have a square sign to pop in there, then you can use this. And I'll have 4x4 wood cutouts on my website. Like I think I'm going to put them in a pack of 5 for you to use. And the great part is I think you should be able to decoupage the front and the back and have it be reversible. So it's going to be like a forever frame. So you can use this frame every month. If you don't have if I don't have a square 4x4, right? You could use anything, any 4x4 printable. You could just do a napkin pattern. You could do a scrapbook paper. So yeah, this is just going to go right there, and then you can flip it over and have a different one on the back. So it's going to be a forever frame. Yeah, Mary Beth, I'm going to list them. They're not up yet. I wanted to be super smooth and have it ready to go, but you guys know me. I've been cutting snowmen. And I know they're not up yet, but that's intentional. I'm going to get them up today, but I wanted to have them almost ready to ship before they hit the website, because last time that we did Jingle and Mingle, keeping up with the snowmen, just almost, there were a lot of snowmen. So, okay, so let's Mod Podge this. Yes. Yes, so this is a forever frame. I will have other 4x4 inserts in the store eventually that you can use. And if you have a pattern on one side, oh, friends, I cleaned up. Hold on. I know where it is. That's what happens when I clean up. It's right here. If I'm coming back. Okay, so this was one of the inserts that we used in the tray initially. Okay, so if you have like raised wood on the front of this, you can't flip it over, obviously, right? But if you just have the flat 4x4, right? You've got, I mean, it's a forever frame. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the forever frame, because you can use this over and over and over. And I would just tell you to like paint it something really neutral. Unless you want to be, unless you're like, hey, I want a red one, I want a black one, I want a green one, right? Whatever you want to do. If that's your thing, like do that too. If you paint it neutral, it will just be something you can use with every tray. Okay. Yeah, they are. These are a lot of fun. This was in this interchangeable forever frame was in the August. It was part of the August box. So my JCC ladies have this already. September, there was a square sign in the box. And October, there was not. And I'm not going to tell you about November. Yes, I'm not going to tell you about November. Yeah, the snowmen they're going to be fun. Do you guys want to see that? I'm going to do like a fabric scarf on one of the snowmen, and I'll show it to you in a minute before we're done. Remind me to show you, because two of them have wooden scarves, and then one of them will have like a fabric scarf. And have you guys been like at Kirkland's or anywhere that does a lot of Christmas lately? You'll notice that that really traditional Christmas plaid is like a thing. The dark plaids, the dark Christmas plaids are a thing. So I found some really pretty dark Christmas plaid that looks like a snowman scarf, and I'm super excited. And we're gonna do little gold jingle bells. It is really cute. Really cute. So the thing when you Mod Podge is, I missed a spot. It looks like you just want to get the whole thing, and you want to get the edges, okay? And the reason you want to get the edges is so that your paper doesn't come up. Oh, thank you, Juanita. Yes, I have not answered the question about Christmas scoops. Yes, I am going to have Christmas scoops. I have some snowmen that I just need to get up on some snowman scoops and like a bowl filler. I can't remember off the top of my head. Is there something specific that you want in a Christmas scoop? Tell me, because if there is, I know for sure I have snowmen. And the bead is really cute on the top because it's like a little snowman. So this I just go, I just dry it until it's dry to the touch. I have to make sure all the things are plugged in. So, oh, what did I just unplugged the light. I unplugged the wrong thing. Unplug that. I need more plugs. Okay, there we go. I need more plugs. Okay. All right. Snowflakes or poinsettias, Christmas candy. I wonder about the poinsettias on the scoop. It should work. I love poinsettias at Christmas. Christmas candy, that's a good idea. Yeah, I will. I will. Okay, I'm going to do the Happy Thanksgiving one. Those are great ideas. So what I'm going to do is, you guys know I just cut around the edge. Nothing new here. These are, if you're in the JCC, these just are a little bigger than 4x4 so that you have enough to go all the way to the edge. And then I was going to show you guys the satin Duraclear. I usually do matte, but the kids and I, so we have like a dry creek in the back of our yard. And when it rains, we named the house River Runs Through It because when it rains, I mean, it looks like there's a river in our backyard. So anyway, I'm just making sure this is pretty straight. So, bye, Juanita. It was good to see you here. But I had them, we have the gutters in the front yard for some reason when they didn't run them out to the street. They ran them out to the flower beds, like right on one side of the sidewalk. And my guess is they had to rerun them for some reason and they didn't want to have to redo the sidewalk. So, hey, Tammy. So my guess is that's what they did. But what it does is it washes out the front walk, like the mulch and everything out of the bed. You'd have to see it. But anyway, the kids brought a bunch of the river rock from the dry creek in the backyard. I had them line it up there so it would quit washing the mulch out. And then they painted a bunch of rocks. It was over the summer. And Gabe was doing like these cute craft projects for from this Highlights Make and Do book. And he was doing like, you put the rocks in the oven and then you melt crayons on it. And it makes this really pattern on the rock. And this really makes this really pretty pattern on the rock. I can't talk. And so I had them seal it with the Duraclear satin and it looks so good. So we're going to try satin today. The pool. I will give you a pool update. In fact, I should show it to you. So they did come and pour the concrete. We have the auto cover in. We have all coping but one piece because some of it broke. And so we just with the couple pieces that broke, they didn't have enough extra to fill in one spot. So we've got to get that. I mean, I don't think they still left all of the trash. Y'all, seriously, they did not haul off at any of the deck that they had to cut the deck stairs off to excavate under our porch. So they did not haul they still have it in my backyard. So when they come to start our rebuild our deck next week, I'm going to ask them if they'll haul that off. They left all of the stone that came up in the backyard. It's piled up. And the wall isn't completely done, but it's close enough. And there's a small balance left on our contract, but I sent an email and I told them I made a list of everything that was outstanding. They've finished maybe 90% of the final grade, but we still have some places they haven't filled in. And I just they didn't do a final clean. And I just said, okay, I'm gonna sand these edges off while we're chatting. And I just told them that in the email, I just detailed it out and said, this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna pay for it, and we're gonna deduct that from what we owe you. on down the line. And by the time it's all done, we won't pay them anything because they just didn't finish enough stuff that we're going to have to pay someone else to do. I will say that the work they've done is excellent. I don't have any complaints about the quality of the work. Like, we had a huge rain last night. I have no standing water on the concrete. All the drains are functioning. I have no standing water in the backyard. And so the quality of the work, it's just what happened is, honestly, you have the guy who runs everything in the field and then the guy who ran the office. And the office guy could never get his head around, is my best guess based on what I've been told and what I've seen, could never get his head around field operations and business costs and all of that. And he kept just spending money, and they didn't adjust for the economy change. And now they're all in trouble. Hey, Tammy C. I mean, I know there's multiple people suing them because they told me, but I'm glad we at least got the concrete done. And the pool is gorgeous, you guys. It is beautiful. It's really beautiful. And like, the concrete looks great. The wall looks great. I don't have any complaints about that. It's just that the coping's not done. We'll have to just get one piece and find somebody to cut it, but it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so I'm just standing on the edge, but I'm grateful that we got that much done and we did not have to pay someone to come in and do the concrete, because that would have been insanely expensive. Okay, so there you go. There's that. So now we're going to go back with our satin DuraClear. I know you guys, I'm changing the rules on you because I always use matte, but I'm going to use satin only because I just want to see how it's going to look on this. I'm just grabbing more sponges, and I need some more paper. So I always want to encourage you to seal your paper when you're decoupaging or whatever, because it does what paper does, right? It'll just soak up dirt if you don't. Okay, so Tammy, this is the forever frame. I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to use the 4x4 frame that y'all got in the JCC box, and we're going to turn it into a forever frame that you can change over and over, again and again, and use 4x4 wood blanks to do that with. Okay, so we're just going to go real lightly and go across. The great thing about this is that it dries quickly, and if you get any bubbles, okay, it doesn't dry sticky like Mod Podge can, and then if you get any bubbles in your paper, you can just iron it back down. Okay, see how pretty that, we'll just let that dry and see if we need another coat when it's done. Yes, I am glad it's finally almost done too. I mean, I'll tell you what, I didn't sleep for a while. I was so stressed out because, I mean, we were having to get quotes from other companies to come and finish it. And it was just, like, nobody wants to come in and fix what someone else didn't finish, you know? And if they do, it's going to cost you a lot of money. I was just like, oh my gosh. So I'm just grateful. I'm going to let this dry. Now I'm going to use the satin DuraClear on this just for fun. It feels really nice. If I wanted to, I could go around the edges a little bit. I mean, we're just like glad, honestly, like we're just glad to have it behind us. Like, I hope it never happens to anyone again. I hope that they're never able to install another pool. I hope that we did, because I did put a very honest Google review up about that with pictures and everything. Very detailed and just straightforward and honest, you know? Yeah, it did get done because because I mean, I told him the truth. Like, I'm like, we got a lawyer, and if we need to, that's fine with me. I'm going to finish the pool, and then we'll just have the lawyers work it out. I mean, that's just what I told him. And I said, if we, that's just how it's going to be. And I also did contact their the people where they get their pools from to install, and told them what was going on. They had no idea, and so they were still selling them pools to install. So this is what makes me insane. They were still taking other people's money, y'all. They were taking other people's money, telling them they were going to finish their pool when they knew they were going broke, and using that money to try and finish up someone else's job. And then they didn't have any money to go back and finish that person's pool. Like, they still had pools to install. He still has 15 to 18 pools to finish, and he has no money to do it. He was trying to get me to give him part of the balance of the contract to finish the work that was done. And I said, no, you can either come and finish it and we'll pay you when you're done, or we'll figure something else out. I'll pay someone else to do it. And you know what? If it costs me more, then I mean, it is horrible. Like, Joe and I own a construction company. We would never do that. We don't do that. That money belongs to the customer, and your money comes at the end. So, and that's just how it works. Okay. Pool drama. Okay. So this is not going to look really interesting yet, guys, but it is in a minute. It's going to get interesting. Okay. So I'm just going to move this to the side. I'm going to dry this. I'm going to dry this and look for bubbles. I see a couple bubbles right here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so if you look, like right here, I just have 2 tiny bubbles right there. So all I'm going to do is take my parchment paper over that area, and I'm going to pop this down. And what that's going to do, the bubbles are gone now, right? And you can't do that with Mod Podge, because if you heat up the Mod Podge, your paper is going to stick to that. That's why I love it. So see how cute that looks? All right. And here we go. This is, yeah, I'm not going to pull on that too much because it could come apart, because it's still got, remember we used the E600. I love my new craft iron. And in fact, it was a gift from Pam Laird. I've got to make a video, but hold on, I'll tell you what she said. Pam Laird actually sent one to me. You guys, I'm going to make a reel about this, and then one to use as Happy Mail. Like, how sweet is that? So we've got one for Happy Mail, and she just said she appreciates everything that I do. And I don't know, it's humbling, because like, I feel like you guys do so much for me. But yeah, I love it. And somebody is getting one compliments of Pam, just like someone's getting, I'm almost done with the pumpkin stands. They still need a little tweaking. And then those will be gifted too. And Linda Waddy, I'm going to make a reel too. Huh? Bring me this box while we're chatting for a second. I'll show you guys. No, this one. So I'm going to make a video of this too, but, huh? No, honey. No, because you guys have been, we have puzzles. We have all kinds of fun things, sweetie. You know what? When I'm done, we can talk about that, okay? Thank you. Here. I want to open this on a reel. She sent 2 boxes. But Linda Waddy sent snow globes. I think I don't know how many are in the other box. But snow globes for so because I couldn't find them. And then she sent snow globes. I've got to figure out the stand for the bottom. But then she sent 2 for Happy Mail. I think. I don't know what's in the other container. But how sweet of Linda. Like, seriously, you guys, we have the best. So if you're not in the JCC and you hear these ladies chatting about how great the group is, these are the kind of ladies that end up in our group. I mean, they are amazing, amazing ladies, right? So here's the snow globe top. My hair stuck to it. And then there is a piece of foam in there, but I want to see if I can put, I guess that would help. But if you didn't have the foam, I need to put a stand in there, right? So, and then we can decorate the snow globes too. Is this so cute or what? I mean, wouldn't it look really cute? Let me take my camera off and then we'll come back to finish this in just a second since we're on this. And so see how cute this is? And we can put a stand in the bottom and then you can decorate it. And I think it would look so cute with a little bow. Like, seriously. I mean, is that amazing? I mean, so I'm super excited to get working on those stands. So sweet of them. But that's when the ladies say to you, the group is amazing. Like, just this is the kind of, Kim donated pumpkin gumball machines. And she gifted those. Pam gifted a craft iron, and Linda gifted snow globes. Like, just because they just are amazing people. So I mean, just because they love the group, I guess, and they love the community. And I just couldn't. It's humbling. I just appreciate it so much. You know, I've told you guys before. Like, I've thought about doing this for a long time. And I needed something when the kids went back to school full time because I wasn't homeschooling anymore. And Joe and I decided that I wasn't going to work in our construction company anymore. But we also decided that with the kids we have, I couldn't have a normal job. Like, I couldn't go work for someone because it just, I have to be available to take them to therapy and all the things. And I'm going to spray the back of this. And then we're going to put it together. But I have to be able to do that. And how do you I can't go to work from 9 to 5 when the kids have to be at therapy at 4:00, right? Who's going to take them? So, okay, so I'm just going to put this. Joe was just like, no, that's just not going to work either. And so this has been a blessing to me and to my family. Like, just Nate's learning, like, Nate helps pack the boxes. He's getting some basic job skills. I think that the snow globe comes from Hobby Lobby. Hers had them early. Red and white ones. Yeah, I know they go really quick. I think she got them at Hobby Lobby, the snow globes. So this is on there now. Hypothetically, I should clamp it. Let me clamp it just to make sure. So this is such an easy craft, guys, this one. But let me take this other camera off and we'll show the forever frame. Come on. There we go. Let me lift this up. All right. Okay. So yeah, that's good enough. So here's our little sign. And then see, you can just pop and use your printables right in that sign and pop it out. And this will go right in your tier tray. Okay. And it really is the perfect, and you can see, it's hard to see on camera, but it has it's not hard to see in person, but you can see the detail where it's kind of scored right there. So it looks like it's four pieces. And if you wanted this to be, I have a black one, or you could do, any color you wanted, but see, and then if you want to, you can decoupage the back and have another sign. So each little wood blank can make 2 little signs. I mean, how fun is that? Super fun. So I'll get these up for you guys. I'm super excited I'm really excited about them. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then I'll have other wood cutouts too that, kind of like similar to what we did in the JCC. So yeah, this is the Forever Frame. And let me show you my black one too. So I have this one I painted black. Same deal. So the only thing to know about this is, and I'll tell you this here. So the wood, it's just, generally it's called 1/4 inch. Okay. But it's not really 1/4 inch because I don't know the reasoning behind it, but it's less than a 1/4 inch. But when you go buy it at the hardware store, it's a 1/4 inch. And, the thickness is vary a little bit. So like, can you see like this one? This batch is a little thinner than this. And so this just sticks up but it doesn't impact the attractiveness of the frame, but just that's kind of the deal there. It's just that this piece is a little thicker than one of those, but this was all cut out of the same. So it fits just exactly flush, which is not a big deal. No one will notice. Yeah. What would be if this was like 1/8, then it would not be workable because it would just look bad. But it's all 1/4 inch. It's just off by tenths of an inch, not tenths, hundredths of an inch. So there you go. Thank you guys for crafting with me today. I am going to send out a text and an email when I get the snowmen and the frames up on the site for you. And if you already have a frame, I will have packs of 4x4s, 4x4 wood blanks for you to just snag up. So it's just another option, and if you get printables or, you just put them on there, any printables. I need to take some names and before we go, but Elizabeth says she went shopping for a tier tray today. No luck. Tomorrow's Hobby Lobby. So, okay. If you go to Hobby Lobby, and you buy a tier tray, I just want you to make sure that you have enough space between tiers. You need 6 inches at least, because some of their trays are shorter, which is great because it will fit in a small space, but you can't get signs on it. You have to have very, very miniature signs. And I have one of those, and I've really struggled to find things that'll go on it, So I would just make sure that you have at least 6 inches between tiers. That's my big advice. And don't get the ones that are super, super deep. Yeah, those are trickier to style. Mine upstairs, my metal one is deeper, but you have to kind of play with it to be able to see things. And so that you don't have 2 inches of your sign underneath. Like you can do some things like stack plates or whatever. We'll do all that in the JCC. Oh, the one above my head here. This is the one. Okay. This one I just used to display like the tray that we made there because it's a really small space. And so I'll just put like this tray there so people can see what we did this month. This one comes from Walmart. It is super cute. It's very small. You can't get a lot on it. I think it was $16 or $15. It comes flat in a box, and they had it at the holidays last year. I do love this tray for small spaces, and for $15, I really don't think you can go wrong. I'll see if I can find it later and post it, but it comes like I never saw it sitting out like this. It's just a flat box. If you go on their website and search like Walmart tier trays, it's the Holiday Traditions brand, and it's super lightweight, super cute. But this is going to be like you're going to be able to get a couple signs here, maybe one here, maybe 2 there. And like I said, I'll just put it up there when to show off what we did that month. And so it's not going to be one that you can do. It's one for a small space. It is a great tray for a small space. The wood is beautiful. The details are great. And for $15, I think it was $14.98 last year. You cannot go wrong. So, make sure you do that. Let me get some names. Okay, I'm just going to scroll and pin. Donna Finto. Tammy says she's glad she watched today. I'm so glad you did too. Come back next week. If you have questions, Tammy, make sure that you ask them. Shoot me a DM. I'm happy to chat, answer any questions you have. It's just such a we have a lot of fun. Okay. We do have a lot of fun. Elizabeth Agui. Agia? Is that Agia? Is that how you say your last name? Agia? I think it's okay. Tammy Fleming. Let me get a couple more names. Renee Leclerc. Who else is here? And Janet McAdroy. Yes, I did. So yeah, let's just talk about those trolls right now. So yes, we have some trolls, and it's everyone's having trouble with them right now. If someone puts a spammy comment, and they reply, and it's generally the first 2 or 3 comments, just block and report them. And what happens when multiple people block and report, because I contacted Facebook and I said, can't you please take this down? Can't you find a way to, I lost a fingernail. You see how cute my nails are with the Halloween, but I lost one over here, so I'm not going to show you that finger. Can you see the ghosts? They're a lot of fun. So I know some other people are having trouble, like in my mastermind, we were talking about it. They just seem to be hitting the pages hard lately. And so I think it's a bot, because I'll post something and a couple people will comment, and the first 2 or 3 people automatically get these spam comments. It's lightened up recently. The past few days, I haven't had as many. Sometimes I'm blocking 10 and 12 and 15 a day. So if you get one of those, you can always screenshot it and send it to me so I know where it is. But also, if you block and report that, that's going to be the most effective way, because if multiple people block and report the same person doing that, and typically it's the same comment over and over, right, with a link to something gross. So Facebook flags that and pulls it down right away. And when I asked them, can't you find a way to stop these bots? You have to be able to, you monitor everything. Can't you monitor this? And they said they really don't have a way to do that right now. But again, if you will just block and report, hopefully together we can eradicate them, because it's not any fun. So, all right, ladies, love you. Have a great rest of the day. I will send a text and an email later on. And I'm just really grateful that you took time out of your Friday to spend with me. I might come back and craft some Halloween stuff tonight, because I've got to finish up some stuff for the tree. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. But keep crafting and spreading joy in the world through the beautiful things you make. The world needs your creativity. I love y'all. Have a great rest of your Friday. Until next time, my friends, stay crafty.